On the end, which side? In the middle. Right at the short shrubbery is on the right, the heavy woods going out toward the lake on the right. Is that place on the left? They got the trash sitting out there. Well, is it next to you?
I just ain't wearing my ball cap. Nobody recognized me without it.
I know, I didn't realize you were so bald.
I didn't either.
He's really good looking.
I really discussed it in reality.
I just told Steve I stand and look at myself in the mirror every day. Flex my muscles. Just to make sure I'm not getting through it.
Oh, he does. A lot of people tell me.
I didn't realize it was kid drug off.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I hadn't seen that all this year. But anyway. Oh, was it? Because I used to use it so I think they're still doing
Oh, so sorry. We were out of town.
Like you see those two boys.
And you got to see all this stuff.
They just showed up one day.
We just saw the beach when it It was. We just had to go out there and eat lunch, Chris. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's kind of almost when you get to the end, it's on the inside.
That was one.
Yes. They took off.
Yeah, the Megaton was. Oh, you wouldn't believe him.
He's pulling in right now.
Not so sweet on my end. I mean, this is.
If it was there, I'm thinking it was, I didn't lose it.
We didn't see where anything was bothering.
Mr. Graham. You would at this week's district? Okay, thank you so much. Yes.
Greenberg, turkey, people that sell the turkey, they're doing it. It's big money, I guess, to do it.
That's from riding the track.
Or that I didn't ride till you're in the night.
Somebody's screwed up on that. That is like an extra turkey. And they're saying they were able to do this.
And now they got it.
My money's where they should give it. Sit on the phone for an hour. Just do your taxes.
And I didn't get one.
Take care of it. Mel, he's got a survey. No problem. Tell him there where he lives.
Huh? Is there kickers there?
Exactly right.
We took care of that for 4 minutes. I was listening. We took care of it. They were told that couldn't be moved. Yeah, right here. Hey, Lee.
Jordan, she's working. 4 makes a quorum.
Ah, yeah, we're good. Run back up from cocktail yesterday. Okay, 6:04, call it, is it running? Is it running? 6:04, call the meeting to order. Roll call, Angelina.
Mayor Tony Moore,
Him here.
Mayor Pro Tem John Graham,
Here.
Council members Lee Ferris,
Here.
Mike Abishon, Pam Drost,
Here.
and Darlene Jordan.
Excuse absence, I'm at work. Okay. Let me break the record tonight.
Let's run.
Consider an act upon minutes for September the 10th. Please look at the minutes, is there any omissions that need to be done? Don,
Hey,
that thing is Saturday, right?
yeah,
6 o'clock?
yeah. Why? What have you done? What are you gonna be sorry about?
I didn't put those pictures up in the bathroom. Y'all get the stained side, get Steve Gullis and them, the dusty side over there, the plain side.
That's
He'll
right.
be there by 2.
Is it
Whenever, what time you'll come in and start decorating?
I'm gonna start decorating on Friday evenings, and I'll be there pretty much all day, Saturday in and out. And if anybody crosses over to my side, you're gonna be put to work. Fair warning.
Oh, you candidates heard this, but I'll get into that when I get to the forum.
We have a fishing tournament.
No, we had a family ask about it earlier today, and I remembered that you had put it. I mean, they had a tragedy, but I mean, it is what it is.
It's already booked.
Yeah, that's right.
There's been motion. Did you get that, Angela?
Yes, I did.
Made and second that we accept the minutes. Any other question, all in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous. Well, this is getting to be kind of routine right now nowadays, huh? Consider act upon September the 18th, minute, the public hearing. And thank you for showing up for that. We got that on out the way, and believe it or not, folks, whether you like it or not, that's our building. And I got the paperwork to show it. Tell them, Mr. Newspaper Man.
Yes.
I got the paperwork to show it. I started holding this meeting down there tonight just for the heck of it. And I changed my mind. 'Cause I want to leave here in harmony.
Very
But
good.
I'm not saying we're not going to hold one down there before I leave. But
I don't have a question, but I have a comment.
Okay, well, yeah.
Where Phil Rutledge asked about those tables and chairs.
Well, yeah.
I was talking to a lady the other night, and she told me the website to get on, but it's a website where, I don't know, like government agencies and big cities sell out their
Like overstock.com?
very usable tables and chairs. And she says every time they put a date on there when it's for a bid, and she said they practically give that stuff away.
Well, just like Burke did these chairs here.
Yeah.
He practically gave it those.
I mean, that's not something everybody's wanting. They're looking for a car, a cow, or a house, or something like that. So, I can probably get her to get me that, website address.
Okay.
We might wanna, as a city, bid on some stuff that looks decent, and they'll show you pictures, and you can go look at it. I thought that'd be a good way to get some cheap tables and chairs.
Why don't you get that information? I can pass it out to all the council folks, and everybody can look at it at their own leisure. I don't want to be the one to say, okay, we'll buy this, we'll buy that.
Well, you
Come
turn
to the
in a
collective.
periodic bid, and then there's a deadline, or you can wait.
Right, like he
bid
bid.
right on the end, yeah, whatever that is.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, I'll let you know that.
Okay, cool.
I'll make a second.
And Pam, I'm sorry.
Okay, then we what? Okay, there's been a motion and second that we approve the minutes. Question, all in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous, Angelino. Moving right along. All right, consider and act upon check written register for the month of September.
Number 3. That was for June and July. And also for chief and judge, shadow error on connection limit, reset clerk, backups, cleanup logs, clear logs.
And I know what you're gonna say, it's kind of expensive.
It is.
But if we get away from him, it's gonna void the little warranty like slash that we have with him. Do we wanna do that and take a chance on somebody else? See, he's the one who built all those computers. He's the one who put all the software on them, he's the one that backed them up. And I understand.
It doesn't take a rocket scientist though to look at somebody else's work. I mean, we ought to be able, we pay this guy money, we ought to be able to find out what's being put on them and have a hard copy of it we pass to somebody else that's working with something, say this is what the system is built with. It's just a hell of a lot of damn money we spend. We spend between $200 and $400 a month on computers. Not saying we don't, that it doesn't need to be done, it's just a heck of a lot of money.
Well, that's true. You're absolutely right, but
Do you have a breakdown of what that is?
she's been ready to.
I don't really need to know what the $50 here and $100, I haven't seen this a lot of money.
I don't think it'll tell the amounts on there, but it tells you what all they apparently did.
And just so you know, we got another bill that we're in dispute over right now for, what, what is it, 800, right?
Right, yeah, what is it?
The,
You wanna look at it?
I mean, we can almost buy brand new, computers every 2 or 3 months for what we're paying this guy. Brand new ones.
so what do y'all want to do, get rid of them?
I'm just
I understand what you're saying.
voicing concern, and if somebody else got a good idea we can go with.
I don't know if it's all, just problems with the computers as
Here.
much as it is,
Look over this right quick if you want.
backup, the maintenance of keeping the
But I
backup
just wonder
off-site.
if some of this can be, I mean, can we not have our own hard drive to back stuff up to, or a remote server somewhere that we can do that?
Well, Angela stuff goes to California and New York, no, Florida, every evening. And I'm not defending him, but let me tell you, when those two computers go down, Angela and the judge's computer goes down, this place is shut down. There's nothing we can do. So we had to make the conscious decision to either stay with Doug, who, after I twist his arm a little bit, he'll come out here and he'll fix it. But he's high as hell, and I agree with you. It's just like, you know,
Can we get bids?
we got a problem. Give me something to work with. Give me some solution.
Can we get bids from somebody else?
Sure. Sure. I've got the company that we was talking about with this iPad. They already ready to bid, correct, Shirley? They want to come in and bid.
I think we need to open up the bid.
So in other words, you want me to try to take in some bids. This what y'all saying collectively. Take in some bids, bring it to you, let you see what the bids are, and possibly, if we do go somewhere else, it's under warranty, the little warranty we got, but I understand it's very expensive.
It's like a lot of work on it.
How long is the warranty on what we have and when did it start?
It started the day that he built it. How long was your warranty, Judge? Was it 3 years or 2?
I'm thinking 2 if
I'm thinking, yeah, you probably right, probably about 2 years. So it's
mine's getting
pretty close to being up anyway. So,
Now, mine comes out of the technology that's collected,
right.
so
I
anything
think
goes
they'll put
like
up the bid, and I may be completely wrong, but it just seems like an awful, I mean, you go out there and buy a heck of a nice laptop for $700, well, that's about what we spent the last 2 or 3 months.
Well, yeah, I agree with you, but I mean, there's like infinity. There's no end to the situation. You know, I've been up here when both the computers crashed, so even one of them crashed. This place comes to a screeching halt. So you know, it costs to be the boss. But I can definitely get some other folks to come out here and give some bids and see what their charges just for a maintenance fee. Now we're gonna lose that the bag up and all that stuff because that was part of his deal. But that's all right. We can work around it. I'll get some bids.
Well, I mean, but whoever else bids it, will probably should offer the same type deal that we've got now as far as backing it up somewhere or sending the information to a remote server at the end of the day.
Yeah, you wanna be comparing
I mean, that.
apples to
Yeah, that's
apples.
what, I don't want to compare apples to a watermelon or something, but.
Okay. I can do that.
I have a question on number 10, J&S Sand and Gravel Repair and Maintenance, was that Miss Lewis's road or? was that-
Fire chief not here. I'm not sure.
It was 4 yards of recycled asphalt.
Wrap.
Yep.
That's what we put right out there, right?
I believe what it is.
That's what we put right out there.
Is that where they put that?
Yeah, we put it right there in front of the community center on that little slope.
Well, it was under repairs and maintenance, that's why I
Yeah.
questioned.
Okay.
13 for Scott Crew with dirt and work, 505.
Yep, that was from
Crew
4.
brought in some dirt, straightened out the dirt in the back of the community center, and he brought in a couple of truckloads so that we could put the grass down evenly. I don't know if you had a chance to look at it, but it had all those big craters in there and stuff.
Probably from
Yeah, from rain, from erosion and stuff, so he came in and redid the whole thing, and brought in a dump truck full of dirt.
Now, there's some expense on here for the Jackie Peck. Is that the item that we had discussed?
Yeah.
With the little girl?
Yeah.
And what was the final deal? Why was the city being held for the quarantine charges and not passed on to the owner of the dog?
It's complicated.
I
But,
mean, it's complicated. I heard already city didn't,
yeah.
you know.
I think they were indigent.
Yeah, okay, let me politically say this, politically correct. They were living day to day in a house that didn't have any electricity or anything else. They were sort of like gypsies. They have nothing. They couldn't even afford to feed the dog. So instead of trying to squeeze blood out of turnip, we just did what we had to do.
Are the dogs back over now?
What happened to the dog?
I hope not.
No.
I haven't heard anything.
One of
else.
them went to Athens. The one that they thought actually did the bite went to Athens to that dog shelter. That's what the thing is about.
And the other one, we don't know.
And the other one is still there.
I just don't want us to have to be looking at this again, another month or two, same dog, another expense.
No, the other one is still there. Jackie didn't feel the need to move that one.
So which one?
The one that's supposedly been
I know,
looked at
but
here.
was that the mama dog with the pups?
That was the mom, I believe. Whichever one it is, it's in Athens. And is that one of the places where they don't kill dogs?
Do you remember the ordinance that you helped pass on that and how stringent it was to deem a dog violent? Actually, if they,
My only question is, if we're gonna pay to quarantine a dog that somebody else owns, I don't want the city to have to quarantine the same dog a couple months down the road, same people, same type scenario, again a second time, when we should have taken, when we could have taken care of it the first time, make sure the dog didn't come back over again. If they can't afford to feed it, they don't need a dog. Especially if this community's having to pay for it.
do you know what Jackie Peck did with the dogs at all?
Okay.
No, I'm talking about, did she, you said she give one away or?
No, she took the dog to the shelter in Athens.
And that's the end of the thing?
That's it. That's the end of the
That's
road.
been over 30 days, how long they got to quarantine them?
No. The dog's there,
You
period.
don't have to
For
be
good.
quarantined for like 7 days.
No, it wasn't just quarantine. Dog is there, period.
Let's see, there was 2 dogs that was involved in the deal. Little girl was riding a bicycle, and both dogs went up and pulled her off the bicycle.
Yeah, Steve, we talking about you.
Well, if there's one
That's
up
not
there
about me,
that
it's not my dog.
hasn't been given away, then they'll probably using
I
that.
just don't want the city to be held responsible for another field.
But you understand the reason why the city had to pick up on that tab? Because we would be
I'm just trying to make sure I
responsible.
get all the facts.
No, I'm just saying, do you realize why we would have to be responsible for that?
No.
It's within the city limits of city.
You know, the buck's gotta stop somewhere because the person that was bitten could have claimed. Well, I'm just explaining it to you, why?
Mike, I understand all that.
Okay, let's keep going.
You know, I approve these are I understand these are charges that the city's incurred. I know we need to pay them, don't get me wrong. I just feel we need to do a better job of streamlining the city expenditures.
Before we start, what on there should not spend?
Is this the first month we didn't have to pull money out of savings to put into funds to make payroll and stuff?
No, we didn't.
This is the first month in what?
No, we haven't had to do that for the last few months since,
No, I think last month, I remember somebody asked about $5,000 or something that was pulled, I thought I'd pretty, not full last.
I don't think it was last month.
Must have been one before.
Angela?
I'd have to double check, but I don't think it was last month.
I just think we need to look at trying to save some money for a little stash, you know, something to put back for leaner times.
No, I agree. But, anything you see there, it's probably won't, somebody had to do.
It's that amendable budget that you're talking about that we need to look at and work with.
Always be not straightforward.
Well, right, that's what the budget is for, is so the checks are only written for what is budgeted. That's not what's happening.
Anyway,
I have no further questions on the check register.
I'll make a motion, we accept the check register as written.
it's been motion and second that we accept the check written registered. Any other questions, all in favor?
Aye.
Got it, Angela. -1. All righty. Hot dog, I've been waiting for this all day. Forum. Huh?
I'm sorry, I want to make sure I got that clear. Lee made the first motion, is that correct, on the check written register?
I did.
Did you?
John.
Okay, John, okay, then who made the second is what we need to,
Lee, I thought.
Who made the second?
Pam was seconded, didn't she?
no, she did
No,
not
she
second.
don't.
Oh, oh,
Okay.
Funny.
Mike seconded, put it in.
Mike, did you second it?
no, I
Okay.
think John or.
John made the motion.
I made the
John?
motion.
Did you second?
I have not said anything yet.
I'll
Okay,
second.
okay, so Mike, you're gonna second it,
Yeah.
okay.
Good. Oh,
Let's get the roll.
I was going for 30 minutes, I ain't gonna make it.
There's Matthew going on.
That's something else she
Wait,
wanted
two
to
right
do.
there.
Did it ever get a second?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, absolutely.
Early time.
All right, forum. Let me tell you about this forum. Some kind of way, me and Mr. Newspaper Man got mixed up on how this forum was supposed to be conducted. I was saying that Orville said this and Orville said that, and I was using the first person, but I was saying I. And it got taken that I was one to do it. I have sit here in this chamber and said before, I don't want nothing to do with this forum. Nothing. I won't even be there. I won't even bring the key, or I have somebody else on like it. I don't want nothing to do with this forum. Nothing. And let me make another thing straight. I'm not doing this forum for one side or for the other side. I'm doing it for the damn citizens. So that the citizens can ask you candidates, what are you about? I'm not doing it for either side. I'm doing it for the citizens. So now hear me well. I won't even be there. I'll be walking my dog. I won't even walk by there. Okay? I don't want nothing to do with it. I'm offering you a facility to where you could have a forum. Now, people say I talk down to people. I'm not talking down to anybody, so if you take it that way, I don't care. Okay? A forum and a debate is two different dang things. A debate is when the candidates have interaction with each other. A forum is when the citizens come in, fill out a 5x8 card, write a question down, and they drop it in a bucket or in a hat, whatever. The moderator, and for this case, mediator, will reach in there and pull out a question and ask. So all this junk about Tony setting you up, Tony doing you, just a lie. I ain't got nothing to do with it. Nothing. I'm just giving you a building. That's it. Take my name out of it. A forum is different than a debate. Now, I heard Orville say he was getting a lot of complaints, this, that, this, that. Let me tell you something. If you're a candidate and you won't show up, I could give a damn lesson. Don't show up. It makes yourself look stupid. If you don't want to come there and tell these people what you're about, and I let you're telling, you're giving them a message. Don't show up. I don't care. It's not going to affect Tony Moore one way or another way, because that's why we didn't run for office. We don't want nothing to do with it no more. Can you get that through your head? Want nothing to do with it. But the forum will go on. And if you don't show up, that's you telling the citizens that you really don't care about them. To me, that's where I take it. But I don't care if you show up or not. I won't be there. There will not be a sign-in roster. I heard about that. There won't be a sign-in roster. Somebody said something about the sign-in roster. City Hall will have nothing to do with that. Now, later on that evening, we'll be on the other side with Donna and her fishing thing. But let's make sure we understand the difference between a forum and a debate. And from what I gather, we do have a moderator, correct? I'm not going to disclose his name because I don't want him getting 1,000 calls from the concerned nut job.
Go ahead and tell him.
I'm not going to tell him.
And I'll tell him.
No,
It's,
leave it a surprise. Leave it a surprise.
no, because this way they'll know up ahead of time. J. Tom already knows it's going
Well,
to
go
be.
ahead, if you want to disclose, go ahead.
It's going to be Judge Gary Thomas. He's Precinct 1 Justice of the Peace in Anderson County. He was sheriff from 86 to 92, and he is the associate judge in Frankston. And he has agreed to moderate the forum.
Matter of fact, before you leave here, I'm going to give you my key so you can get in the building. Because I'm not going to
I'll be there. I'll be there.
Well, they're going to start by 2. You'll already be there?
I'll be there at 8:30 Saturday morning.
Good.
I would like to say one other thing.
Go ahead.
Just so that there's no questions about his integrity. Gary can't be bought. If anybody that has ever met Gary, Gary's going to hold probably a respected meeting. I've talked to different judges, and a lot of them were busy. You know, the perception that we're trying to set somebody up, there's no way that can happen. If the citizens are asking the questions, and the moderator deems whether it's appropriate or not,
Right.
You know, if a candidate says, I don't want to answer it, he doesn't have to answer it.
Right.
And then we just go on. So
He
you
or
know,
she.
I think that it would be a good thing for everybody. But like you say, if you don't want to show up, you don't have to show up. But there's going to be more people than just people from Brierwood Bay. Hopefully there's going to be people from Coffee City, from Highsaw. There's going to be a lot more people than the two groups right now, because the people that are undecided are probably the ones, if any of them show up, that will have an idea of what they wanna do after that event.
And let me just put this out there. As I walk through the neighborhood or go to these little stores and stuff like that, a lot of people are coming up asking me questions about this election. And that made me just really realize that we do need this forum, because there are a lot of them that wants to know, they're hearing bits and pieces, half-truths. And they need to be able to put some kind of resolution to this. Because one of them said, well, what's this about the property tax? I don't know. Well, who's for property, who's not? I don't know. Show up Saturday and ask them, you know? But what about the church? What about, I don't know. Ask them, don't ask me. And there's a lot of them out there that are sort of informed, but they're not really informed. And I think this thing will, you give them a chance to ask you, you know, what's your platform? What are you going to do for the city? This, that. It can't be nothing but a win-win situation. Like I said, if you show up, you do. If you don't, it's nothing. But there's a lot of people who are on the fence, let's say. Let's put it like that. There's a lot of people who's on the fence. I got asked a question today about what do I think about this, what do I think about that. Then the neighbor. Huh? See, I don't lie. He sure did ask me about what I think about. I'm not going to say what he said, but this, that, I don't know. So you?
Donna, this is not going to conflict with the tournament?
No.
What day is this?
Saturday at 2 o'clock.
This Saturday?
Yeah, but y'all.
That's about an hour and a half, yes.
At what time?
2
2
o'clock.
o'clock. Candidates show up at 1:30.
But hopefully everybody here know that there is a difference between a forum and a debate. That there won't be any cat calling. You can't resort and the rules were put in the paper, I think, last week, right, Mr. President?
Yeah.
The rules were put in there. I mean, if you got any intelligence, you can look at those rules and see, there ain't nobody's trapping nobody, nobody's doing anything to anybody. It's just an opportunity for you to show the people where you come from. If you want to, whatever. But there is a
Like you see those two boys.
You got to see all this stuff.
They just showed up on.
I went to saw the beach when it was. We just had to go out there and eat lunch, Chris.
It's kind of almost when you get to the end, it's on the inside.
That was one.
Yes.
And see if it's okay when you come back.
They took off.
Yeah, the neck of time on it. Oh, you wouldn't believe it.
He's pulling in right now.
Not so sweet on my end. I mean, it's just. We're being here, look, we're not following. Make sure the papers are on file. Let me say
All I can say is,
If it was where I'm thinking it was, I didn't lose
Mr. Graham. People at this week's district. Okay, thank you so much.
On the end, which side, and the middle. Right at the short shrubbery is on the right, the heavy woods going out toward the lake and on the right. Is that place on the left, they got the trash sitting out there. What about, is it next to you? jackets on the stores and say, how do you should wear your jacket?
I just ain't wearing my ball cap. Nobody recognized me without it.
I know. Oh, was it? Because, you know, I used to use it so much. But even, I was just wondering, I got sick and then moved. I think they're still doing it. I see them.
Also starting.
He went, you know, how many hours was back last year? I didn't realize you were so long.
I didn't need it.
He's really good looking.
I'm really discussing them now, but reality.
I just told Steve, I stand and look at myself in the mirror every day, flex my muscles. Just to make sure I'm not getting through it.
Oh, he does. Some people tell me.
I didn't realize it was kid drug off.
Yeah.
People really fancy.
Oh, yeah.
And they're not big. I guess, but I hadn't seen that all this year. But anyway,